So
Yeah.
you're in this coma. What put you in the coma? Do you know?
I mean,
You don't
just
even
my whole
remember.
entire,
You just
well,
remember going into doors.
yeah, I didn't remember anything. When I was in a coma, I do remember dreaming though, hardcore.
Really?
When they told me that my brain was gone. Everything was gone.
Wow. And yeah, to the point where they told your parents, you're on life support. They don't think you have any hope of making it. So they have to make the decision to pull the plug or not. And so they do, right? Which I can only imagine what that is like. But they do pull the plug. And you're actually at that point you're dead. I mean, like for all intents and purposes, you're actually pronounced dead.
Yep.
You're dead for 8 minutes. I mean, that's kind of a long time.
It is too.
I mean,
it is.
And then are they just? I mean, obviously you wouldn't know, but like, is your mom like sitting there just watching you or at that point? I mean, you'd think after 8 minutes, like this isn't going to happen, or
well, from what they had told me, because I mean, being in that situation, we can only imagine. My mom told me that obviously being a parent, you don't want to let your child go, and for them to like see that and the doctor, I mean, obviously everyone was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying?
So you sat up
after
8 minutes. Do you remember what? Well, that's the first thing that came out of your mouth.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
I remember the first time you told me that story. My response was, "You're like Lazarus."
Yeah.
You're like Lazarus, man. Like, somebody who is like literally dead. I mean, it's just such an amazing thing. You can't even, for people to, I don't know. It's just beyond, they knew you now in your life, So what, I don't want to start stepping all over your story.
No,
So
it's okay.
at that point, you said you went into ICU and all this stuff. I mean, well, I won't. Go ahead. You go into ICU.
I went into ICU and I recovered there for, I believe it was like a few weeks, maybe a month. And then they're all like, well, at that point, I didn't know, but they had told me, Joannie, you have no mobility. So we're going to send you, I forget it, but it was a really high end, like for elderly people, but it was a rehabilitation center as well. And I had to go back there and learn how to walk again, if at all possible.
Because it had been 4 months.
Yeah.
You were right in a coma.
Immobile, yeah. And I was there for probably like a month or two. But the amazing thing was that within, like week 3, I was almost walking on my own. Week 4, I could totally walk with no problem.
Wow.
No problem.